I'm going to share this knowledge which I once wrote for the magazine. In his ability to portray the local truth in nature, he has no peer. Insofar as Frost is a voice of New England, he is a minor figure in contemporary literature to the extent that he makes his New England universal in meaning and implication. He is a significant writer. Who said this? W.G. O'Donnell. Robert Frost was born in San Francisco on 26 March 1874. His family was from New England. Frost's mother was a poetess herself and wanted to name him after Robert Burns, the great Scott poet. Frost's mother was a Scot. Frost's father wanted to name him after General Lee, hence Frost's full name is Robert Lee Frost. Frost's father died when he was only 11. The family settled in England after the death of Frost's father. To support the family, Frost's mother took up a teaching job. Robert Frost got his early education from Lawrence High School. Frost joined Dartmouth College in 1892. Since 1892 onwards, Frost tried to supplement his mother's meager income with whatever he could earn for this. He did any kind of job from working in mails to newspaper reporting. However, he wrote poetry whenever he found time. The year 1894 saw the publication of his first poem, My Butterfly, in New York Independent, and not very late after that, he published six of his poems in a book titled Twilight. In 1895, he married his schoolfellow Honor White and tried to settle down as a school teacher. Robert Frost has established himself as a poet of nature, but he originally but the originality of Frost's nature's poems is that somewhere in the landscape there is always a human figure. Here he means to say that though he was a nature poet, but he was always having a human figure in that. Like I am reading the stanza from his poem. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sound is the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promised to keep, and miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep. The people that inhabit Frost's poetry are rural New Englanders, and he describes every aspect of their life and doings. His poems brings out the simplicity of these rural folk with their humble joys and sorrows of their lives. Though Frost chooses to describe people of a particular place, New England, he is able to move towards universality with their peculiar regional characteristics. He also brings out their basic humanity, which is basically the same everywhere. Herein lies the greatness of Frost as a poet of man. He, there where it is we do not need the wall. He is all pine and I am apple orchard. My apple trees will never get across and eat the cones under his spine. I tell him. He only says good fences make good neighbors.